This video is going to show you a really easy way on how to get the artifact of the Devourer and the artifact of the Clever for the center map for Ark Survival Ascended. Both of these artifacts are located in the same cave, which is in the northmost snow mountain. The entrance to the cave is located at 22 latitude and 27 longitude. There are a few hazards in this cave in which you will require essential gear for, so let me tell you about them. The first one is freezing cold temperatures. The temperatures in here can get extremely cold, so bring a set of fur armor. If you have better than Prim, that is great. If you only have Prim, I would also maybe bring along a free Yakari too if your fortitude is not great and you end up ice cubing. The next absolutely essential item you will need is a crossbow equipped with grapple hooks. There is one artifact, the artifact of the Clever, that is down a massive ravine. It is an in-out trip, so you need to get back out of that ravine, and the only way to do it is by grapples. I will say this, you must get grapples. If you don't have them in your inventory and you are at the start of the cave, turn around, go make some, and then come back. And because of that deep jump off that ravine, I highly recommend that you bring some parachutes so that you can easily survive that fall. I recommend bringing a couple. I like to use a parachute when I'm grappling up just for more control. The next thing you will need is either a scuba tank. There is some underwater sections in this cave. If you don't have scuba unlocked yet, or you don't have a tank, you could easily get through them by using Lazarus chowder. Also, you can bring regular cave items like medical brews and maybe a shotgun as well. The other hazard you'll need to watch out for is really large packs of high-level yetis, spiders, and wolves. These combined in their packs can get really nasty. How I traditionally used to do this cave was one of two methods. The first one, I would bring loads and loads and loads of grapples and parachutes and basically just use them to move through the roof of the cave, staying off the floor and avoiding all of the mobs. If I needed to, I could hang up there with the grapple and then shotgun them. The other method was to use a baryonyx. With the baryonyx, I would stay in the water and kite creatures over using the spin attack to stun them and then pick them out one by one. This method's really effective, but it's really slow and takes a really long time. With the addition of one of the newest creatures into the game, this cave is now easy. In fact, it's so easy it feels like cheating, and what you'll need to do is go out and tame yourself a Deinosuchus. Now let me show you why these are so amazing in this cave. The Deinosuchus is quite large, but it will fit through all of the tunnels and pathways in the cave, so you don't need to bring a cryo fridge. And just a note here that I did pump up health levels in this one, which is why it looks a little bloody. Once the cave opens up a bit, you'll see a big chamber down below, and where we want to go is that pool that's in the middle of the room. You want to follow this path all the way to the bottom. And as we come around the bend here, you will see we have yetis, spiders, wolves, everything is here that is bad. Here is what is amazing about the Deinosuchus. You are noticing that absolutely none of these cave creatures are aggroing to the Deinosuchus. If you come down here on any other creature, all of these things will aggro to you, and if you look around, there is a lot of them and it can get hairy really quickly. As you can see, absolutely nothing is going to aggro to you. If I get off the Deinosuchus, then I can almost guarantee things will start heading over. As you can see, these guys are all coming over. We can use the Gigabyte to take care of a bunch of them. But all you need to do is stay on your Deinosuchus and you will be left alone. So here is the pool that we need to go into. I am going to take some Lazarus chowder and I am going to head into the water here. So there's two modes. There's free swimming and surface swimming. We're on free swimming. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom. Press the C or tertiary attack to toggle between them. So at the bottom, there are two directions you can go. You can go to the left is the pathway to the artifact of the Devourer, and to the right is the pathway to the artifact of the Clever. We are going to start by going right to the artifact of the Clever. Now, this is the artifact that you definitely need to get grapples for. So if you didn't heed my advice and you didn't bring grapples, go and get them now before you go any further. So we're going to take the right path. You can just swim your Deinosuchus through all of these ice columns that are in the water. And then when you get to the metal rocks here, just swim. You want to look up. And if you look up, you will see another pool here. This is where you want to exit. and we are out of the water, and we are in this cool like circular ice palace thing. And again, there are loads of creatures in this cave. You can see so many of them. Again, none of them are aggroing to our Deinosuchus. If you want to look for loot crates, you can check out the back of the palace. If you want to go to the artifact, just head straight down the available path. And there are a few different ways in which you can go. If you want to go straight to the artifact, you can take the bottom path here. If you take the upper path, you will sometimes find a yellow loot crate that is in a room above. If you want to get straight to the artifact of the clever, then what you want to do is take the low path here and follow this around the corner. There are a few creatures here that I am going to recommend we fight. Take care of this wolf, because we have kind of got to the line of where we're going to leave the Deinosuchus. So here is the ravine I was talking about earlier. I'm going to get off the Deinosuchus, and this is where we need to go. We need to head down this way. Now, there usually are no creatures down there, so you're actually usually pretty safe to leave your Deinosuchus up top here. Make sure it's not on follow. If you do take it down, the only way you can get it back up is to cryopod it. So you would have to go on foot through this way, which is not advisable. So what we're going to do is leave that creature up there, and we are going to jump off and enable our parachute. And I recommend bringing a few parachutes because sometimes you might get stuck on one of the ledges here. You can use your grapple to pull you down a little further into the cave. From here, it's just a run through a long tunnel past lots of crystal nodes. You will come across another pool of water, and sometimes located in that is a loot crate that you can get. Otherwise, you continue around the path towards the artifact. Just a reminder that along this path, there are no hostile creatures. You'll see some stairs up to a kind of castle-like platform structure. Head up the stairs, and in front of you, you will see a land bridge surrounded by some pillars and some water. Head up the land bridge, and there you have the artifact of the clever. I just want to add a note that in single player, when I came here, the artifact was not here. What I did to get it to spawn was leave the area, come back and wait about 35 minutes, and then it came. So if you're stuck in single player, this might be a solution for you. If you are looking for loot crate spawns, you can also check around the back of this structure because there is sometimes a yellow loot crate spawn here. And you want to head back down the same stairs and back through the same tunnel. When you get to the very end of the tunnel, the only way is up and out. So this is why you need grapples. I usually go through 2 or 3 grapples in this area, just trying to get a spot. So I usually grapple up. And while I'm grappling, I enable a parachute just so you float a little bit better. And you can see D1, our Deinosuchus is just up there. I do need to re-grapple. So what I'm going to do is press my tertiary C to cut my grapple. I'm floating slowly with the parachute, and I'm going to re-grapple and make my way back up. There is my Deinosuchus. You'll need to then head back out the way that you came in, heading over to the small water tunnel. Don't forget to take your Lazarus or put your scuba on, then swim back along the tunnel. If you want to leave the cave at the halfway point, go up. If you want to get the artifact of the Devourer, then continue to swim all the way through to the other side. You'll come to an opening in the ice columns, and you'll see kind of white ice walls in the water. Head up from here and you will see the exit to get the next artifact. And you can see this cave here has quite an overspawn if you are on unofficial servers. So this is why the Deinosuchus is so good. You can just walk out of here and nothing is going to bother you. When you leave the exit pool and you want to get to the artifact the fastest way, go on the right hand side path. You will see another really cool looking ice castle. You want to climb up the stairs all the way to the top. When you get to the top, just check for a yellow loot crate because sometimes one spawns there, and then you want to turn left and go along this pathway here. You can see the artifact right there, but we do have a little bit of a problem. This is going to get a little tricky. We have a big overspawn and we have lots of friends. You have 2 options here. You can fight them all, and if you're going to do that, what I would recommend you do is charge up your Gigabyte, and which is a massive AoE attack, and do that. Or what you can do is head to the area below. And what we can do is try and pick off a few creatures with the shotgun, and hopefully they'll aggro to us down below here. you can see some of the Yetis have come down. You can just kite a bunch of stuff off. Got a bunch of them out of the way. We can just leave them down there and head back along the path. And we cleared out a huge amount of the Yetis by doing that. So we're just going to take on all these spiders. I'm going to use the Gigabyte. And you can see it does massive amounts of damage there. There is a cooldown on that. You will see that on the left bottom HUD area. But the Deinosuchus primary attack is still pretty beefy. And the artifact is right here. We are going to get off, quickly grab it. That is how you get both artifacts super easy. If it was just artifacts you're after, please consider subscribing to the channel and you can end the video here. If you want to check out where extra loot crates, watch the next about 2 minutes of the video. For the next loot crate location, continue along the upper path and then down the set of stairs and you'll come across another ice castle. If you go on the path behind that, there's often a loot crate here. There's not one for me on the server, but check out this spot. At the exit hole on the Devourer side, you will see there is a set of stairs that you can go up with another little castle behind it. I got stuck in some creatures here, so we did have to fight them. I did find another yellow loot crate at the back here on the plateau right at the top, just above the water area. Don't forget to take more Lazarus or re-equip your scuba when it's time to go. And for me, I just leapt off this ledge, landed below, ducked into the water and headed out with both our artifacts. Again, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel because I have loads more helpful Ark videos just like this one. Thanks for watching. Bye.